Hey, good morning everybody. We are getting the day started. Headed to our first job today. Not really too sure what's going on. It's a no start. Customer said that they haven't ran it in a while and it wouldn't start when they tried to just start it at home on the hose. So we're gonna go check that out and see what we got going on. But yeah, slow day today, a little chilly out. So yeah, we're going to work. We're gonna go check this boat out. So we'll see y'all there. We are at our first job, getting the day started. This one is a no start. They haven't ran it in a while. They went to start it here in the storage yard and it wouldn't start. So those are all the details that I have. So we're just gonna work from there, see what's going on, and hopefully get it fired up. If not, figure out what's wrong and put an estimate together. So here we are. Let's rock and roll. Battery is dead. Usually these storage units don't have power. It's the bad part. Oh, yeah. I smell a problem. Yeah, bad boy's been sitting for a while. Super clean. It's a shame. This motor's so clean. It's on. Yeah. 2 hours. Oh, so sad. Bro. 2018 engine with 2 hours on it. No wonder it's so clean. Gosh, that is so sad. Yeah, we won't do it. So we'll have to go old school. should have 12-volt constant on that red yellow. I believe that comes from the fuel pump relay. Let's see, cycle the key on. Okay, yeah, so I've got battery voltage. And the ECM turns it off. Ground. Mm-hmm. And voltage. But I don't have fuel pump. Yeah. No. No fuel pump. Let's spark. Yeah. Okay. Fuel pump is defective. Seized from sitting. And I smelled that as soon as I walked up to the engine. Old fuel has a distinct smell. Some people call it varnish, but I don't know, it doesn't really smell like wood finishing varnish to me. But it stinks. And I can smell that. I don't so much smell it right now, but when I crank the engine over, trying to start it, I got a whiff of it. So really, whatever's in that tank is probably no bueno. Probably all no good. grinds, we're gonna go ahead and check compression. Put a spark board on it just for grins. You know, I have been asked by customers before, when you tell them not to let them sit 6 months without starting, that you should definitely at least crank them every couple of weeks or so. You say, well, you know, I had an old car, I let it sit for 15 years and it started right up, put a new battery in it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But that does not work with boat engines. Even carbureted boat engines. Good grief. Oh, come on. Ow. Enough to access that. So apparently I did something to lose the audio of this clip. And all I'm doing here is checking the compression of the 4 cylinders. Everything was good. I wasn't concerned or didn't find anything concerning. I don't recall exactly what the compression was. It was a few months ago, and I'm just now editing the video. So don't really recall what the compression is. It looks like it was in the 200 psi range. but most importantly, they were all even, so I was happy with it. I also checked spark using that open spark board. Um, just wanted to take a look, make sure all four were sparking, and they were. So we moved on, got it checked out, and continued with the estimate for the customer.
Alright, I ran out of batteries, so I put back together the spark plug leads. Excuse me, put the spark plugs back in, put back together the spark plug leads. Never seen so many holders in my life keeping those spark plug wires in place, but got it all back together how it came apart. Installed those spark plugs. So this job, the diagnosis is pretty much complete. I'll put together an estimate for the customer, make it clear that it is just an estimate for fuel pump replacement. That tank's gonna have to be drained, so I'll get an estimate for that too. If I can find a place that will pump it out, or come pick up the fuel. If I pump it out, then I may just do that. And, you know, cut out another vendor. Not to cut out a vendor, but just to simplify things for simplicity. But let's see. Just had a brief conversation with the customer, and you know, unfortunately the shock of just the price of the fuel pump hits. So, you know, worst thing that one can do with their boat is let it sit, man. She says it started a couple of months ago, which I can believe. I mean, it can happen. These fuel pumps, they can seize up sometimes suddenly, I guess. Hi Dee, what's going on?
Hi. Yeah, it just would, if you could just go ahead and take it, because today's his birthday.
Okay.
So that's why I was doing this too.
Gotcha.
And he has off work next week. Maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe it doesn't need as much work as it needs.
Yeah. Sure. So, you know, fuel pump, it needs 100%. It may not need the injectors clean. It may not need anything more, but we have to replace that fuel pump to get it started, and then assess how it runs after that.
There.
Yep.
Okay. And then, so do you know about how long it'll take to get it up and running?
I'll know that once I look up the parts and see what availability is.
Okay.
And then I'll be able to kind of estimate when I'll have it running.
Okay. And then could you leave the gate key in the rock where you found it?
Same place, no problem.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And I will send you.
I'll just wait for you to just get in touch with me.
Yep, right? I'll send you the estimate.
Let me know if I need to put a deposit or anything.
Okay, will do.
Okay,
thank you so
Manny.
much. You're welcome.
Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Truck needs a bath. Let us go.
Trump is that he has no capacity to use any sort of there's no filter between brain and mouth. Whatever happens in his brain is the thing that comes out of his mouth. I know a lot of people find that charming and wonderful, and from time to, and it is very funny, but I don't think that it is a particularly excellent personal quality in a person who has as much responsibility as President Trump has. I think he says a lot of damaging and bad things on Twitter. I think that he seems consumed in some ways by when there's a coordinated collusive blackout. Yeah, that's a serious and major problem. So those are the two reasons why it would be a big story. The two reasons, a reason why it would not be a big story, perhaps, is if it turns out, and we don't really know this yet, but let's say that Hunter Biden was basically off on his own, doing what he was doing, being a derelict or a drug addict or acting badly, and his dad had nothing to do with it, and Joe was telling the truth, and he really knew, but
Alright, so I didn't film the removal, disassembly, and cleaning of the VST. I did take some snapshots for social media, so I'm adding them here. Here's the condition of the old fuel pump. Coming up will be a shot of the old fuel pump and the new fuel pump after replacement. I replaced that seal as well. Pumped out the old fuel. It was all bad, so drained the tank completely. Took it to the dump for disposal, and then a clip of the engine running. Didn't have to do any injector service or anything further, just the fuel pump replacement did it, fresh fuel, and we have some happy customers. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you stayed through the whole video and got to see the clip of the engine running. Let me know if you guys have any questions.